Stadium here in downtown Indy. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 60 out more. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Right up.
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tannehill eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Out to the right to Humphries. A very solid gain of 27.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10.
Value 3. Value 3. Tester.
After the interception, here's Goff. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
5.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And that's caught inside the 35. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Here's the 2nd year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Hey, Haywood!
From the gun, here's Goff. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 21st touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31 to Thompson on the draw. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Here we go, set, 70, Indy. Ricky. Set, go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Goff now looking to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Hey, exit.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Stepping up, he'll try and run. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. 16 yards, a 1st down. The interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too. Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game. Now it's Hines. And he'll get into the end zone Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Ready? Bravo! Christian, travel. Shoot!
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now Goff on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the... This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 1st down, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jeffrey Simmons in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
You got three down. Switch. Super one. Hey, Charlie.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
5.
59's Mike. Check, 59. He's tired of me.
Here's Goff. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defense.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Value 3.
Again, Goff. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Mike 55. Ready to go.
All right, T, let's turn. All right, T. Mike 55.
The final shot here before the break. Tannehill flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the carry, Thompson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 5.
A shotgun snap for gone. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Pour it out. Hey, lift.
Goff on first down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter.
At the 6-yard line.
Hardball.
Out of the gun, Goff. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff as his guys continue to pour it on. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. To throw is Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
218, jump.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now on 2nd and 13, Tannehill. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he fields it cleanly. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's gone. It's caught by Funchess. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, high 7.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Tannehill throwing complete to Davis, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Let's go, 1-1. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Tannehill down a throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Defense, let's go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. 4 down. You better be afraid of me.
After the interception, here's Goff. Funches has it complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Goff. And he hits his tight end, Ebron.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Goff now looking to throw. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And the pressure gets to him again. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. From the gun, here's Goff. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tannehill under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Check 55 to Mike. I got you, Pop. Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, kill.
Throwing now, Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a first down throw, gone. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Hey, team 6. 5.
On first down, Tannehill. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
A false start backs him up 5, first and 15.
Hey, Topper! 55. Get it.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
15 line. Hey, exit.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go. Mike 55.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here.
Let's go.
One last throw here for Tannehill. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.